indeed we have, because now we can get started.
Can we get started? I think we can get started. Go, Jared.
Are you actually here, Jonathan? Or are you just pretending to be?
He's pretending.
Jonathan, can you hear us?
Hello, yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Are you okay?
No, he's Jonathan.
Blink twice if you're all right.
He blinked each eye separately. Does that count as twice?
Nod twice and blink once if you're safe. Blink twice and nod once. And tug on your left ear if you're not safe. And wink with your left eye and then your right eye if you are hungry.
He just got up and did the hula dance, so...
That's
Nice.
enough for me.
Okay.
All right, let's get going. Is Game Stream live?
No. I mean, yes.
Is he recording things?
Tis.
Welcome, Lucky Fools! Lucky Fools.
Lucky fools.
All right, well, thank you all for coming yet again to our adventure. Previously on Lucky Fools.
Are we going to do a crossover event?
Huh?
With what?
Never mind. I don't know.
Okay.
Goku.
All right. Well, previously on Lucky Fools, you guys walked out. Kyrell told the group, or not Kyrell, Navarre told the group that his beloved Sir Lanford was stolen, and he needed the party's help to get him back. So they started walking through, trying to figure out what to do. You guys talked through several different plans, and then went to dinner, where you met Arnold, the local thief that used to work at the Order, and through his help, you guys came up with a plan to figure out how to infiltrate the castle or infiltrate the cathedral. You went back to he was really drunk. He told you about his story. You guys went back to the artificer's house, saw Sparta, came back, woke up, and then you decided on a plan. Crumb had some fun with trees. Arnold created a exact lookalike of Sir Lanford that needs to be painted still, and he has another one already of the lady. And after you guys came up with a solid plan you went to go talk with the city guard that can get you into the cathedral at night around 2:00 in the morning. And he's going to bring a bunch of his friends who are also outcast from the Order, and they will handle the suspicious events that are happening downstairs in the basements, while Arnold and Navarre will stay behind with the rest of the party to retrieve the lady and Sir Lanford. And that's where we ended it. Was you guys left the guards and you were getting ready to prepare for the upcoming events. It's around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon right now. And yeah, that's where we'll start it.
Arnold's just... Wherever we are, Arnold's just taking inventory of all his thieving gear. If we're walking through the streets, he's just got like a side satchel bag that he's got open. He's just making grappling hook, check. Ball bearings, check. Crowbar, check. Going through the list of thieving stuff that he needs. And it just peripherally is following Crumbs to wherever we're going, because he's big enough that Arnold can follow him.
And Crumbs is following Fifth or Navarre, whichever of you is leading this charge of shenanigans.
if everyone's following the bear, he's just wandering. He doesn't have any idea where to go. So,
I'm confused.
About what?
There's just nothing like we're preparing for the night. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, you
Yes.
met with the guard, and now you have about 8 hours or so to prepare for the heist.
Is there anything to prepare?
I mean, that's why I left it. Is there anything you guys want to do specifically, or do you want to just skip to the events? Anything you need to buy, talk to set up a will, any of those things?
After checking his bag and making sure everything's there, Arnold just... If he realizes that Nevers is just wandering and everyone else is following him, he's going to go find one of his little hidey holes to go just take a nap in. And he's going to take a long rest prior to the heists. Since we have like 10 hours till heist time.
All right. Well, if nobody else has anything else that they specifically want to do, then we will just skip ahead. Push the fast forward button. And the party will meet. Party will meet. Sheldon.
Party will meet.
Party will meet Sheldon at the meeting place outside the guards area where you first met him. As you walk up, there's him and there's 15 other people that are also there.
Hey, Sheldon.
Yeah, hey. Oh, hey. Hey.
All right. So, go ahead and give the gloves to the tiefling there. He's going to be the one doing the actual retrieving.
Okay.
And then he hands you some gloves that are glowing slightly with a white kind of a radiant glow, but yeah, are clearly magical.
I'm gonna need those back though, if that's okay.
Sure, yes. He'll take them, and he'll look back up. Actually, I had a question. I happened to try and touch the orb, and it burned me. Is that something that is going to happen with these gloves, or will that protect me from them?
It should protect you from them. It's not gonna. I don't know that kind of magic, but it should be able to resist other radiant damage because this was blessed by a very, very powerful cleric that well, let's just say he didn't need him anymore. He got we had to confiscate his goods and he's gone. But for our purposes, it should work great.
Ah, alright. Thank you. And he gives a slight bow, and he puts the gloves on.
Hey Arnold. How you know that
Yeah, that was intentional.
Don't tell us. Don't tell us it's intentional.
Just let it happen.
Don't play the joke. It's not funny. Okay, sorry.
As soon as he says that, Arnold changes the shape of his head to be slightly football shaped.
Yes, Arnold. You know that that Lady Sylvana, and I'm assuming Sir Lanford is also like floating up in the air. How are you gonna get it down?
Arnold just points at the tiefling's wings.
Ah, okay. Fair enough. Well, that works for me.
Well, all right.
One other thing. We couldn't find Jimmy. We've tried to get him on. You know, Jimmy. He was super excited. We can't find him. No one's seen him since yesterday, 2 days ago. We're not sure what happened, but I think we should be all right. We've got enough muscle.
Yeah, Jimmy wasn't much on the muscle side, anyways. With his with his shriveled arm and leg. I mean, I know he's got the will and the desire, but those crutches are very noisy.
Yeah, I think you're right. All right, well, I think we should be good. I don't remember exactly. I can never remember how to get there. So, Arnold, you lead the way.
Okay, sounds good. Arnold leads the way.
As you guys are walking, then he'll explain that he was able to rearrange the guards' patrol. That's one of the things that you notice as you were walking around taking a tour of the cathedral. Was there was a regiment of guards that was doing a patrol around the area, and he was able to temporarily stall them for about a half an hour. So once you get there, you'll have about a half an hour before the guards will start to change shifts and start to patrol the area again.
Sweet.
And you guys walk out. You get to the secret tunnel that is located somewhere within the city. And we'll say that you open the door. It actually is a tunnel that goes underground, and then it goes out and it pops you out right. So it pops you out right here, where the waterway is. There's a small little grate that comes out that you're able to get out. There's a little grate in the wall, and the tunnel is connected to there to be able to get out. And so you're able to make it into this area, and it's completely dark at this point, but you make it there without any problems.
Sweet. Does Arnold know of any secret ways to enter the chapel or cathedral or whatever?
Roll a history check for me.
Okay. 16.
He does not. He knows that He doesn't know of any secret ways to get in other than you have to. He does know that all the doors have some sort of a magical lock on them.
How about the windows?
The windows. The only windows that are available are the ones that are pretty up high. Yeah. So you wouldn't be able to reach them without Navarre could probably try to get into them, but you don't know specifically about the Windows One whether or not they have anything there. You would assume they're locked, but you don't actually know.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys walk up. We'll say that you make it to the cathedral. What do you do?
Right before we get any further, I would like to cast Pass Without Trace on our group.
Let me
That's the best.
see that
Yep.
one.
It's the one that increases stealth for the party.
Yeah, I saw that in my list and I was like, dang, this is perfect.
All right. Each creature use a +10. Oh wow, +10 bonus to stealth
To
check.
stealth saves, yep. Or checks, yep.
Cannot be tracked by magical means. Use this bonus. There's no. All right. Concentration up to an hour. Okay. Yeah. So you do that, and you make it there without any problems.
Sweet. Quick question about concentration. How exactly, is it severe concentration or?
It means that you can't cast another concentration spell while you're focusing on that one.
Gotcha.
That's the only in-game mechanic.
unless you get into combat, which is another thing. But generally, it's like you set the spell, and then it's like an itch in your mind that just is there until you actually like try to do something else in
Okay,
combat
okay.
specifically.
Gotcha. All right.
I guess Arnold's going to try and pick the lock on the magic door.
All right.
Unless he are well, actually, before that, does he know if failing to pick that lock will set off an alarm or something?
You do not. You do not know.
Then yeah, let's just wing it. Let's try and pick this sucker.
All right.
Unless someone wants to step in that may or may not be better at, lock picks.
I size up Arnold. Does he look like he's good at picking locks?
He's got a +7.
Where's the lock picking? Is that sleight of hand?
Yes, out of hand.
It's actually just thieves' tool, but
+1.
with proficiency and bonuses, it tends to be the same as sleight of hand, typically.
Why is my sleight of hand +8? Oh, because my proficiency bonus is +3. I'm proficient in thieves' tools.
There you go. You'd have a +8.
Yes, it looks like I might be better at this. Can I tell if it's going to set off an alarm or something?
It's magic. Are you sure you can handle it?
I don't know. Am I sure whether I can handle it?
He rolled a nat 20 on Arcana check.
Hey.
Jared.
Yeah, with that one you'd be able to recognize the kind of lock. And you know that it's
I can tell it's magical.
I'll just say that you know that you would not set off the alarm with it. But you know that just mundane thieves' tool isn't going to work. It has to have some other sort of spell to break the lock to let you in.
Looks like my thieves' tools won't work here.
Yeah, well. Crap. Jimmy had the better ones. Hey,
Go back and talk
hey,
to Jimmy.
Tiefling.
Yes.
Can you do the whole remote connection to Sir Lanford?
Sure. What would you like me to ask him?
Ask him if he can ask the lady to disable the lock.
She has that kind of power?
I have no idea.
Sure, I can do that. Give me 1 second. And he tries to bridge that connection again and tries to ask Sir Lanford if he knows of a way that they can break the spell on the lock, or if the lady knows.
He listens to you and he responds back that the lady is not able to do it. They have some influence in the physical world, but they do not have a lot of influence. They're not able to do much, especially when it comes to this sort of thing. He does
Gotcha.
mention that out of the group, that's the people that's there in your group, it feels like one of them is a magical user.
Gotcha. Okay. He looks back at the rest of the group and he's like, it doesn't seem that they are able to influence the lock in this way, but he did say that one of us should be able to unlock the door. One of us is a magic user.
Aren't you a magic user?
I dawdle it in a little bit.
Sheldon taps on your shoulder, Arnold. Hey, I think that Johnny over there knows how to break locks. Is that something we need right now?
With magic? Oh wait, who's he talking to? Not me.
Yeah, sorry, wrong Johnny. Johnny, do you know how to pick magic locks?
Well, yeah,
You're
I
up.
know the spell to disable it temporarily.
Excellent. Go ahead, do it.
Okay.
He walks up and he puts his hand on the lock and then says a word, and his hand kind of glows blue a little bit, and then
All right. That should do it. I disabled the spell. We might still need to use the mundane way to actually unlock it, but the spell should be clear.
I tried the door. Is it actually locked? Beyond the magic lock?
Nope.
So I just open the door and go, "Arr!" Or silent, quieter, or whatever, you know. I open the door.
okay, perfect. All right, so you guys walk in.
Is
I'm
it
going to try and stay in stealth.
is
I
it
want everyone to roll
light or
stealth
dark
check
in
for
there?
me.
Is it light or dark in there?
It's not completely pitch black. There are a couple of lanterns, but it's hard to see.
Well, because I have the dark vision for 120 feet, so I'm just wondering what I see.
So you'd be able to see regularly without any problems. That would be enough light that you'd be able to see just fine. And
So with that, could I, if I have to be sneaky, does that help me know where to hide to avoid anyone?
yeah, it would. Roll a stealth check for me.
I got a 14.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a 24 adding on the plus 10 from his thing.
Yeah.
So I normally have a disadvantage. Do I still have a
Oh,
disadvantage?
I'll let you
18.
decide if you would have. I'll let the party decide on whether or not you would have talked Crumb out of taking off his armor, because that's what.
Yes.
And that would have been a clear, obvious thing to do. So.
Oh,
Otherwise, we would have asked you to. Otherwise, we told you to stand guard at the door.
Oh, well, what do you want me to do?
Preferably take off your armor. Because you're the muscle.
Unequip. Oh, that hurts me. Drops
Hurt
my
ya?
AC from 16 down to 11.
Yep.
Dang.
Ouch.
That's heavy armor and low dex for you.
So I'm sneaking around, looking, keeping my eyes open for people, so that I trying to stay out of sight, hiding behind those columns and whatnot.
Yeah.
And my armor is
What was your stealth roll?
incoming.
Okay.
So did you say I would have an advantage in this case, or no?
No,
you
but
don't
you
have
get a plus
advantage.
10.
Yeah,
I
you
get
got
a. Oh, I do get a plus 10
Yeah.
Yep.
Due
in
to the
addition
spell.
to my normal.
Yep.
Oh, thank goodness.
that.
17.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you guys don't have any problems making it in. You are able to very faintly hear that there is something going on downstairs, but you don't see anybody in the actual cathedral as you walk inside. And as everybody walks in, we're actually gonna do. Okay.
I look for traps.
All right. Roll investigation.
I likewise am looking for traps.
I'm just
My
staring at Sir
investigation is
Lanford.
not good.
Is that investigation or perception?
Investigation.
That's 16 for
Oh, boy.
investigation.
Got a 4 apparently.
I'll look too. Not that it will help, but who knows?
Because Fifth isn't used to B&E. He's used to manipulating people.
So I see you guys checking for traps. I decide to join in. I rolled a 7.
That's still better than the Fifth.
Yeah. Fifth starts going, and then he gets distracted with a mirror. He's very excited, and oh man, I didn't realize the Lord title really makes me look good. Arnold, though, you don't see anything. You don't see any traps. It looks, as you're looking around, it looks like things, especially based off of your experience from working here, it seems like things have just kind of been closed up the way they should, and there isn't anything out of the ordinary that you can see.
Okay, I'm gonna lead my crew towards the back then. After
Okay.
all, we still have to purge the heretics.
Right. So they start to go through, and they pull out all their weapons and stuff, and they're psyching themselves up to get ready. So last time we talked about you were going to stay behind to hold on to Lady Sylvana. Are you planning to go downstairs with the group, or stay to be the new caretaker of the lady?
In all of the excitement, he's going to go downstairs with the rest of the crew,
All right.
having forgotten that he was going to do the caretaker thing.
All right.
Leaving it up to the decision of Nevers and Sir Lanford on what to do with the lady.
Oh,
Okay.
snap. Oh, no.
Okay, so we will, unless someone from the main party goes down, then we're not going to necessarily cover what happens with Arnold. We're just going to, just give an overview of what's going on and not do an actual playthrough.
I will say this. Whenever we get to it, the go signal of they're starting their rush, you're going to hear Arnold shout, "Lucy, I'm home!" And that will be the sign that they're starting their attack.
All right. Cool. So we'll say they are getting ready to get into position, and the rest of you are all ready to, looking around, and then it's up to Nevers to decide when to get started.
You probably wait until after they start the attack, so that way it's like less attention on them.
Okay.
You don't think they'll come up to check in case of attack to save their artifacts first?
Are they able to? I mean, we got like 15 people rushing and blocking off the one way in.
Okay.
At least that's what I see from the layout.
Alrighty.
I check for hidden passageways.
Well, with a 4, okay, or a 7, you don't see anything.
Found another mirror.
He did find another mirror. Him and Crumb.
Too many mirrors from the other world.
Or perhaps it was a hubcap that was really shiny.
So many shinies from the other world.
Alrighty. Well, then we'll get to it. The Nevers gets in position as the rest of the party sneaks up. Well, the hired hands pretty much sneak up to the stairs to get ready to go. And Arnold gives his cue.
Lucy, I'm home! And if any of you can see him, he's actually used his racial ability to transform into Ricky from I Love Lucy. Complete with black and white. Complete black and white. So
Wow.
All right. So you start running down. Everybody else starts hearing screams of anger and surprise and frustration.
And death?
And some death. So I want everyone else that's upstairs to roll a perception check for me.
Ooh.
I am.
Fifth.
This is weird.
Natural
Dirty
20.
20.
All right.
I got a 15.
Okay. So fifth and Navarre, you're able to hear an isolated "Help me! Help! They're going to sacrifice me!"
You're cutting out again.
Sorry. You hear
Sounds
a-
like they captured
help
Ganap.
me, help! They're going to sacrifice me. That's what I heard.
Yep,
Yes.
in Ganap's
Does it
voice.
sound familiar?
No, you don't know him. But like I said, the rest of everything, then the battle starts to clash, and so
Do I see anything as I'm standing here of religious significance around me? I see there's some tables,
I mean,
altar.
in what way? Not anything that would be religious significant to you. But I mean, there are religious symbols all over. There wouldn't be anything that would, that you would really necessarily care about from your religion. But
Is there like an obvious, like, this is their...
yeah, like it's a.
I'm looking for, I guess I'm thinking, like, do I see any books or scrolls, like a primary, like, this is our main
Yeah, it would be up here at the
holy book?
altar.
And I do see one there.
Yeah.
Do I have
You
time to
see-
just kind of open it up and just flip a page or two?
Yeah. You do that while the stuff's happening downstairs. No one, as everything happens, you hear the voice of someone crying for help you assume as they can see this new group charging in.
Hey, Jared,
And then, huh?
can I add some flavor to what he finds in the book?
Yeah.
So, as you open the book, the first half of the book is like, looks right to you, like religious. Then the second half of the book is actually just a 17 magazine that they found and shoved into the back of the book.
And Crumb, you've never seen anything like that before. You've never seen fine printing with like an actual inkjet printer, and the pages feel very smooth and shiny and glossy. They're very.
I wanna glance around the room, and if there isn't anyone watching me, can I yoink that into my bag?
Yeah.
The whole book.
I mean, no one's watching you. You can definitely do that.
So I've taken their Bible.
All right. So that happens. You fly up to Sir Lanford.
Yes, completely ignoring the scream for help because I do not care.
Right. As I would expect you to.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so you get up, you put on the gloves, and you see Sir Lanford. There and ready for the taking.
Quick question. We would have passed off the fake trees to me, correct? Probably?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. He doesn't remember if he had to do any specific, like, chanting or anything, so he's just gonna, like, put the gloves on the barrier to see if it, like, allows him just, like, pass through.
Okay. You do that, you put on the gloves, and you're able to put your hands, the gloves are fairly, I mean, they're not like gloves that go up to your elbows, but they go about halfway up your forearm, so you have a little bit of space, enough that you would be able to grab him. And so you do that, so you test it briefly, and then you go to grab him, and as you're grabbing him, you start to feel things warm, but you don't feel any permanent damage as you pull him back out again.
Oh, Solandfoot, it has been ages since I have held you. And he kind of, like, holds him close to his chest, and he just takes a moment to, like, relax as everything's finally back to the way things are meant to be.
All right.
Do I see any goblets or anything nearby? I'm wondering about containers with water.
You don't see anything that has water specifically. This is a little altar over here that
has a bunch of junk from our world. You see plastic containers and you
An
see
empty can of Mountain Dew.
a Betty Crocker margarine container tub that's empty.
Betty. Okay, Betty Crocker. So I'm gonna. Can I move over here and is the container, does it still have its lid?
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna pull out my hat of vermin, and which lets me, while holding it, use an action to.
Forgot you had that.
Yeah. And I wanna. I mean, considering we're not like in combat, how does the actions work? Can I do something twice? Can I?
Yeah, you're not actually in combat right now.
I want to
there has
summon
been-
2 frogs inside the hat and shove them into the container and put the lid on it.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
All right. 2 chargers are fired. The frogs appear. I reach into the hat and grab them and shove them into the Betty Crocker container and put the lid on. Unless there's another second container nearby that could take one of the frogs, I'll try to get them both into that one. I don't know how big the frogs are.
Okay. Dane, I want you to roll a d20 for me.
Shenanigans are complete.
Okay.
Twice, actually.
Let me know if that comes across. Doesn't look like it's taking that. The first one was a 15, and the second one is an 18.
Okay, perfect. Things are going well for you in your battle downstairs.
Good job.
Any shouts of Jimmy, we found you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you recognize that Jimmy
How
is.
dare you do that to Jimmy?
You do also see that the lady Laurent or the Dragonborn lady Lavana, I think so.
The High Priestess?
The High Priestess is down there. She was also participating in the festivities. All right. So Navarre, you have Sir Lanford, and then he asks you. So now, what are you going to do with Sylvana?
He looks down and he doesn't see Arnold. And he's like, well, Arnold was meant to take her, but he's not here to take her, so I'm not too certain. Do you think it would be wise to take her with us for the time being and then pass her off to Arnold later on, or would it
Who
be
are
better just to leave her?
Who are you asking? Yes,
Sir Lanford.
in general. Oh.
Yes, Sir
Do
Lanford.
I hear you asking this, or is this all in your mind?
Probably in his mind, as normal.
Okay.
So he would respond back and say, "Well, does your Arnold friend have a way to retrieve her once she's been? If you were to leave her behind?"
Just the gloves that I am wearing, which I would be returning to them eventually at
I
the end of
see.
all of this. And so I suppose that they could, but I don't know if they would tighten security after this or not.
Yes. Well, you can do what you believe in. I think if it seems as if her order may be getting destroyed, she's told me that she thinks that she should stay here, but if you want to take her, then so be it. She imagines that her life will soon be altered because of the events that are currently happening, and so should you want to grab her, then you are welcome to. I would just make one warning to you that should you touch her with your bare hands, then our bond may be affected. The gloves should be fine, but do not touch her with your bare hands, or there may be something that happens. I do not know what will happen if one mortal makes a connection with two of our kind.
What if Crumb made a connection with her?
Oh no.
I see. Thank you for the warning. He's going to turn back to the group. He doesn't really feel the need to be quiet, right? Because there's all the bustle going on downstairs, so he's able to kind of freely talk to his group.
Yep. At this point, yes.
Yeah, he's gonna ask the other two. Should we take Lady Sylvana with us for Arnold, or should we just leave her here? It seems that they kind of want her to stay, Sir Lanford and Lady Sylvana, so I am not too certain.
Sir Lanford wants her to stay?
Sir Lanford advised that Lady Sylvana wants to potentially stay here.
Oh, she wants to stay.
It might be for the best, is what they said.
Is she the plant that's behind the altar?
Yes, she's the
other one.
These are floating in the air. But yes, this is Sir Lanford. This is.
I thought that was blood.
I am blind. Okay.
It took me a bit to realize that it was like cherry blossoms or something.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't have a good picture.
I thought it was also blood for several minutes.
I was like, the sacrifice for a tree. Cool.
But yeah, that's where they're at. They're floating above the air, above the altar.
So I run over and I yell up at the lady plant, "Hey, do you want to come with us?" I don't touch her. I just yell up.
You don't get a response.
I look at Nevere. She might be sleeping.
She might. She also might need physical touch in order to form a bond with you, to speak with you. But I can ask Sir Lanford.
Sure, ask Sir Lanford.
Okay, give me 1 second, Crumb. He's gonna ask Sir Lanford if Lady Sylvana wants to go with Crumb.
You have a choice here, Jared.
Well, Jared thinks this over, and to give him some time to think, I think it would be absolutely hilarious if we took the lady and then she made a connection with Fifth.
Yeah.
By accident, just here, take the lady, and then he grabs her barehanded. I think it would be hilarious and give him an existential crisis.
Especially because he's married. We have two ladies in his life.
But just forcing him to come to the undeniable realization that these things can talk.
The trees can actually talk.
Yep. I think it would be hilarious, but that's just me. And Arnold's not here to weigh in, so.
Yeah, so Sir Lanford responds back to Nevere and says, again, she understands that the winds of change are upon her, and that if she needs to change and she needs to leave, she would be happy to go with Crumb just as she would be happy to go with the Fifth. And then she, through Sir Lanford, she says a name that you don't recognize, Nevere, but is Fifth's actual name. It says so Sir Lanford says she'd be happy to go with Fifth, but she doesn't say Fifth. She says his actual name.
What?
I do not know who that is, but
So you hear Crumb and some other name.
Yes.
I mean, he kind of like bounces his head back and forth a little bit, trying to decide. Okay. And he goes to try and take Lady Sylvana with the gloves to make sure that he does not touch her in any way.
I'm assuming
Alright.
he's able to reach her. Like she's not like way up in the air, right?
Well, he can fly.
Oh, right.
I'm flying. I love
Well, there
wings.
goes the idea of throwing Fifth up into the air to grab his plant.
Oh yes, let's throw the bunny through the radiant orb.
I'm sure that won't end poorly.
Surely not.
That is in character for Crumbs, though.
Like trying to grab it and I'm like, oh, come here, Fifth. Toss. Anyway.
All right. So yeah, you are able to fly up there. You reach in and you grab Lady Sylvana out of the orb, and you pull it out free, and then you fly back down to the ground.
Well, I also need to replace the plants with the decoys.
Okay.
I don't know if the bubble's just gonna like break and she comes out though, so hopefully not.
All right. So you do try. You get her. I'm assuming you fly back down, and then you fly back up to put in the decoys.
Sure.
As you do that, the bubble does not hold its shape any longer. It starts to fizzle. It's like the lights start to kind of flash, and then you all feel this extremely powerful burst of force that comes out from where this bubble was. And this radiant energy that explodes out. It doesn't harm any of you, as it's more of light than actual anything. But it does go through, and it illuminates the entire cathedral temporarily. And then everything goes dark. And Arnold, you hear the high priestess yell and scream as she's one of the last ones left in this battle. It's gone, I'm alone. The power is gone.
Can I assassinate her at this point? Just
Yeah.
stab her in the jugular while she's wailing.
Yes.
What a world!
That is totally what she would do.
All right. You do that. And you come back down, so you guys are still fighting downstairs. Nevere, you now have Sir Lanford with you, and Lady Sylvana is sitting on the altar. Just sitting there waiting for what you guys do next.
Okay. And am I fine after that blast?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, like I said, it was mainly more just light, and there was some sort of a power that came out, but you weren't damaged from it.
Do we hear that
grasping.
high priestess yelling when she does that from upstairs?
What was do you remember what your perception was?
I don't think. Did he roll a perception?
That's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. You didn't, because you were off doing other things. So roll a perception, and then we'll use the ones everyone else heard or had.
When we first walked in, or
yeah, you didn't roll a perception when you first walked in.
You rolled investigation.
I did roll perception also. So my investigation was 7, but my perception was a 16 or 15.
Okay.
No, I rolled a 14. It was +1, 15.
Okay, so yeah, you guys all would have heard it, because you would all, I'm assuming you'd mostly be up at the front by the altar looking at this less. Well, I don't know what Fifth is doing, whether he'd be interested in the events or not.
He can't see roll 20 because of reasons.
I know, I'm here on roll 20 now. I don't know what Fifth is doing either.
He's
I'm
checking
trying
himself out in the
work
mirror.
through
In the mirror.
what he would do here. I guess he's just like
Wandering, poking at the
glancing
religious
between the door
artifacts.
and where people would come up to attack.
He's getting nervous because it's taking too long.
Yeah.
Oh, Crumb, fifth. One of you need to take Lady Sylvana. I am not allowed to touch her. And should we just
What? Just throw me the treat.
should we just skedaddle?
Yeah, let's get
Go.
out of here.
These gloves are quite nice, I must admit.
You should football throw it to fifth.
Did you throw it?
If Crumb just runs past, and yeah, he's just gonna quickly, as least amount of contact with Lady Sylvana as possible, like as fast as just he can. He's gonna quickly scoop her up and then just throw her to fifth.
Hey, roll an athletics check.
This is gonna be
We're
bad.
we're gonna kill the lady.
Oh, I have a -1 to this. Oh no.
Is she like in a jar or something?
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
it's
what is
just a
she
little-
in?
I got a
Plastic.
6.
A plastic container?
Um,
Do I make a dex save to try to catch?
yeah.
You do get a +10 to it.
And
No, that's for stealth.
I'm
None.
wondering.
21. I think he's fine though.
Oh, sorry, David. What?
Oh, I was thinking, playing this out of like as Crumb's running past, as the plant is tossed. I want to kind of turn and watch to see if I can tell if fifth is going to be able to catch it.
Yeah,
And
he
kind
was
of
a 21.
slow my pace just in case I have to turn around and dive for it or something.
Okay.
Slow motion. That one song that plays in what is it? That one Marvel movie with the speed guy.
Yeah,
yeah,
Quicksilver.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You make a slow turnaround, like slow motion, as the plant starts to go, and it's wildly off its target. As Navarre is not very good at throwing things, but quick as a bunny. Fifth.
Oh, that was fast.
Fifth jumps up and snatches the plant out of the air. And fifth, you grab it, and then you feel this overwhelming just power, this presence
Sense of love. Oh,
push up against you, and then you hear in your minds that this plant calls you by name and says, "Welcome. I'm glad that you have chosen to become my bond partner. We shall do great things."
I drop it.
oh boy. And I stop in my tracks and I turn and I'm like, fifth, what's wrong? Why'd you drop the lady?
Oh no, are you gonna like try to catch it? Or did I just drop it?
I don't know if I'm that fast. I don't know. See, I got a
What?
+7 on athletics though.
But you
So you were
wouldn't have-
watching it.
You wouldn't have been prepared for him to drop it, though. You would have.
No,
thought, "Oh, he
no,
got
I was
it."
just watching to see if he was going to catch it. Yeah, but
And I
I'm
guess it
still
depends on
like,
how fast. How fast does this thing happen in my brain? Because Fifth would drop it like out of reflex. Like this is
it
not
like
okay.
yeah, lightning reaction. Like as soon as he touches it, it's like lightning in his brain. Those thoughts come, or does he catch it and hold it, and then the thoughts come over some seconds?
Yeah,
Am I holding
catch
it?
You'd hold it. It wouldn't be like an instantaneous. So you catch it and you'd hold it for about a minute or so, and then you would hear the voice.
About a minute or so.
Or like
20
don't
to
know.
30 seconds, 10 to 20.
long
5
enough
to
for it
3.
to seem like you had it like in hand and it was safe, and then it would like make an introduction to you.
And then you drop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does the container that she's in break or anything?
It's like a plastic container. Like it's a plastic potted plant. Like it's not a real plant. It's like made out of plastic. Like my thought is like
right,
it's like in a
gotcha.
single piece. Like it's a potted plant with a plastic thing coming out of it, but it's just a single like molded piece of plastic that's shaped in a pink plant with a kind of like a light orange pot. So you drop it and it would just kind of bounce.
Crumb, I think that's for you.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
And I go and bend over to pick it up.
Okay. You pick it up.
And like Fifth is like watching him. Like,
And I'm just holding it, staring at Fifth.
And then the lady sends you another message, Fifth. You can't get rid of me that easily.
Do you have an expression change at this point?
Does your ears start to twitch?
an ear twitches, but stony faced Fifth just he heads out the door.
And I catch up to you and I hold it out and say, "You dropped this."
No, it's
Uh,
I think that's yours. Something's wrong here.
as I'm about to leave, if I turn around, do I see anyone coming yet?
Um,
Do you need me to roll some more d20s?
yep, roll 2 more d20s.
How many?
2.
So while he's doing that,
19
Oh.
and a 10.
All right. We'll say that you're about finished up with the work. That's your forces were overwhelming, and you caught them by surprise enough that you were able to take out everybody that was in the basement. There's one straggler behind as you finish up, and you'll kind of gang up on the last person, and they die. And as you start to gather up your people and your followers excited, it's the job well done, the corpses start to move again.
I forgot about that. Oh,
What's going on?
got him ahead them. Anyway,
Yeah, but we don't know that. This is
Get
still
this outta
new to
here.
them.
right? I know.
And that's where that will be with your party is pretty injured from that's going on. They have to go through and do pretty much a refight. And as I'm assuming the rest of the party leaves to abandon them to their fate.
As they should.
As we're
Yes,
leaving,
as they
I'm
should.
going to. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
As we're leaving, and after the repeated rejections of receiving the plant by Fifth, I'll just kind of hold it in my hand, look at it, be like, "Seems like a nice plant," and put it in my. Will it go into my magic bag of holding? Because it's magic. I guess it's
Yeah.
only magic containers that can't be nested, huh?
Yeah, it's not a magic container. Magic bags can hold magical items.
Cool.
Yeah, you just can't have two-dimensional
Right. Yeah.
things.
And Fifth, you notice that after it goes into the bag, that you don't feel any sort of connection to it whatsoever.
Oh, she gonna be mad when she comes out.
Just a hallucination. Something wrong here.
So I will say that as you are leaving, you do hear the screams of, "Oh, they're alive again! They're alive!" Not to influence you, I'm just so that happens, and then Sir Lanford messages you, Devere, and says, "It seems as if your friends have forgotten about the Death Bridge."
Oh, it was. It feels so. Well, it's that sucks for
maybe-
them.
It does indeed. You know, it may be better if you save your friends of those horde creatures by
Oh, did we
just
just
a
kill
suggestion.
Dane?
You could just set the place on fire.
Oh, guys. So Lanford said to set the place on fire.
On it.
All right.
I run around and knock over a couple of the candelabras on the inside, making sure they catch some of the benches on fire.
I will also end my pass without trace. Okay, if I end my pass without trace, can I activate it again?
You'll have to cast it again,
Yeah, you have to cast again, but you can. Yes.
so it'll take another spell slot.
Okay. Yeah. I will get rid of it so that way it's no longer on the thieves downstairs, and then I'll do it again on the three of us.
Don't they have to stay within range of you for it to? Isn't there a
Oh.
range on there?
It says that. Oh, okay. So for the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you. Okay. So as long as they're within 30
Yeah.
feet of me.
Right. So that effect would have been off of them anyways.
Gotcha. Okay. Never mind then.
All right.
Nice, David. That's about what she'll look like too when she comes back out.
It's just
Alright.
plays in his head. The score keeps on going up.
Oh, I mean, she's gonna be pissed off like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Or maybe she's a being of patience and love. Who knows?
Well, Navarre doesn't know anything about bags of holding, so he doesn't know what's going on.
That's fair. Nor
Alrighty.
would he ever put Sir Lanford in one.
Nope. He's never had one either, so he doesn't really understand the concept of one too much. He just knows that some of his friends have some weird bags that just kind of never get full. And he just doesn't question it, because at that point he's like, you know,
He's too easygoing.
they've got their secrets, he's got his, you know.
Alrighty.
Maybe he asked when Sir Lanford was like, I believe so, maybe, possibly no, ask again later. Who knows? Yeah, he just kind of accepts it now.
All right, so yeah, the cathedral starts to catch on fire, and it's pretty bad. As
Don't get out of there.
if there's anything that Crumb knows how to do, it's start a fire. Oh. I mean, part of it is made out of stone, but there's enough wood inside that it's starting to cause quite a bit of havoc. With your stealth up so high, you are able to escape. Obviously, at this point, the guards patrols have broken out of whatever gone out of whatever arrangements they had initially, and they've come running up to the cathedral along with some of the other people that are around as they try to figure out how to put the fire out. And you all are able to make it back into the tunnel without any problems.
Sweet.
You make it to the tunnel and you start to walk down. It took about 10 minutes or so for you guys to get through the tunnel. As you go about halfway through the tunnel, you all, even Sparta, you all feel this presence. Something catches hold of you, of your minds, and you all kind of fall down unconscious to share this vision that has happened. You all wake up, you all look up and realize in this vision, you see this great being in front of you that's completely white. And it's so bright you're not able to really see what it is or who it is as you're all standing there.
Uraka.
And he calls out to you and says, I finally tracked you down. I have been looking for you ever since the destruction of the Death Bridge.
I haven't been looking very hard. We're not a very hard group to find. You just follow the trail of destruction.
I'm tall. You can see me through the crowd, too.
Clearly. Well, you would be surprised. Maybe we just had bad luck. I am Shilrak. I am.
Oh, hey, we needed to talk to you about something.
Well, as it seems, now is your chance. I need you to work with me to put back this thing in which you guys have done. You have broken it, and it needs to be fixed.
Yeah, so I don't know really what you're talking about, but we're trying to fix the Soul Bridge. Is that what you're referring to?
I look. Can we see each other in this vision, Jared?
Yes. And
I look at
yes,
Sparta.
that's what I mean.
I took a book. That's probably what we need to put back.
Yeah, no.
A quick added character question. Who is this?
This is one of the other Titanborns that we were supposed to go to the southern city to actually find.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
And yes, he explains that because of the beacon that you set off, that was a light to be able to hone in on you, and he was finally able to make the connection to get to you.
I have no idea what you're talking about, so hey, cool. Whatever they did, great. I'm glad it helped. Anyways, so you're being kind of vague here. I'm assuming you're talking about the Soul Bridge. Can we just, get past all this cloak and dagger stuff and just talk like normal people?
All right, fair enough.
All right.
On
Yes,
dark
we're
mode.
talking about the Soul Bridge. Y'all fix it. Y'all broke it. You need to fix it.
Well, we didn't break it. A leprechaun broke it.
And either way, you were the direct cause, and
No, we were
Yeah.
the indirect
Can't find
cause.
him.
The leprechaun was the direct cause.
Yeah. For an all-powerful being who works in accuracies and stuff, you're quite vague and you need to get your facts right. Well, just a little bit here.
So Landfoot was more direct than you.
And who's the one that's been pretending to be a gargoyle and got him stolen?
Oh,
Because-
I raised my hand. I know the answer to this one.
Yes, crumbs.
I point to Nevere. Him.
Good job, crumbs. Here's a
See?
gold star.
Everyone knows I'm a gargoyle, at least.
Well, be that as it may, I'm holding you personally responsible.
Yeah, you and everyone else.
Yes.
Wait, why?
And-
But we
shouldn't you
were
have
coming to
stopped
find you to
leprechauns
fix
from
our
doing something
problem,
like
so
this?
don't rake us over the coals up for it. Sorry,
Yeah.
Fifth, I talked over you. What were you saying?
I think it's the fault of you crazy all-powerful beings for not stopping the leprechaun. All we did was try to get the leprechaun to solve the world's problems from one of you powerful beings.
He has a point.
And it's a
Touche.
good
Like-
one.
Just like Fifth to talk himself out of any situation, it's never his fault. Can't wait to see what happens when you have kids.
All right, great. I'm glad we have facts established. No one's going to contest you on what you just said there.
Right. Well,
It tends to work out pretty well for us.
I had this whole speech in mind, and fine, we'll skip it. Just know you guys need to fix it.
Yes,
Things
we were
things are
trying
going
to. We were coming to talk to you on how to fix it. So stop raking us over the coals. Just tell us what we need to do.
All right, fair enough.
I turn to Nevere. Do you have any idea who this is?
I have no idea.
He already announced he's Shilrak.
I've never seen him before.
Neither am I. That's why he introduced himself. Come on, Crumbs. Even you're smart enough to know you give your name to when you meet people.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I said his name. I just don't know who he is. Like what he
You
does.
say that it's irrelevant.
What's irrelevant?
Oh, that's his name.
Oh,
He is the brother of Durakel.
oh, you're Durakel's brother. I didn't know Durakel had a brother.
What?
Are you sure Durakel had a brother?
I didn't-
I stomp on your foot.
I'm lost in thought for a minute. You just threw my world through a loop.
All right. Well, enough of this. Yes, I am Shilrak. I need you to. What you have been told is true. I do need you to go to seek my followers. However, you don't need to reach out to me, as here I am. I need you to go down to Ellendale and find my loyal servant Farrell.
Can you hook us up with entry? They seem to be kind of pricks about that.
Speak with the sergeant, the one that you have hitherto spoken with.
The
He
one
has a
here?
way- Yes.
Okay.
He has discovered a new way in which you will be able to get in that should work out more than your previous
Is it-
attempts of subterfuge or
Is it
ideas.
legal?
Yes,
Like, if they won't get us thrown out if we're caught?
correct.
Excellent.
So yes, once you make it to Ellendale, I need you to speak with my servant Farrell. I will warn him of your
Is that
coming.
a first name, or is that last name?
Sounds like a adjective.
It is a first name. His name is Farrell. Farrell the elf, if you want to know.
So he's a feral
Is
elf.
his last name Will?
No. You know, for someone that's doesn't want to be raked over the coals, you're sure giving this god a lot of gumption.
Are we done here?
Oh, Sparta, that reminds me. We might want to leave quickly.
That might be a problem. I'm still in pieces back wherever my body actually is.
Well, you know that person that came by earlier?
You guys brought another person by.
Oh, you weren't awake for that. Oh, we...
I mean, I was awake when you guys were there, but my head, as I just said, was separated from my body, and I couldn't see you guys. I could just hear you guys.
Well, that was a voice that you heard then. So we kind of didn't make the entire agreement fulfilled with him. So
Okay.
we might have a bunch of thief guild people coming after us.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
fine.
what?
I'm sure the security here's fine.
They set him on fire.
What did I miss here?
Oh, that is right.
Well, I mean, if he's dead, then you probably don't have too much of a problem until he comes back, in which case you just lop off the head.
Well, that's a good question as a player question. Burning, is that like as good as cutting off the head? Or are we going to get crispified zombies coming after us?
We'll probably find out.
The tree said to do it.
Yeah, Tree
that
told
is
me.
true. That is true.
That's a really crappy response and excuse, but whatever.
No, it's perfect reasoning.
The tree told me
Actually,
to
I
do
wasn't
it.
even there. I don't know why we burned it. That wasn't me, it was them.
Sir Lanford told them to burn the church down.
Yeah.
Was that in character?
Huh?
Was that in character?
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
I mean, if you're asking if that's in character for Sir Lanford, no, that seemed a little dark for him. But hey,
Maybe
I
he
know, but
knows
how
something.
does I can only remember the old name of your character.
Sparta?
How does
Arnold?
Sparta know that Sir Lanford told him to burn the
he didn't.
Oh,
I just said it.
Yeah.
Shilrak just said it.
Yeah, Shilrak said that they lit the place on fire to kill Arnold and burn him to death. That's how
Right,
Sparta
right.
learned of it.
But
He
Sparta
doesn't
wouldn't
know about the tree. He
that
reacted
would be
to
the tree.
he reacted to everyone else except that we're out of character. He would have reacted to the fact that you all just said that the tree told you to do it.
Yeah, I had to retcon my own because the Fifth would not have known that.
yeah. Never has the same memory problems that I do. I can't remember like anything past 10 minutes. It's rough.
All right. So anyways, Shilrak tells you need to go to Farrell in Ellendale and find a sacred soulstone.
Sacred Soul Stone?
Yes.
What's it look like?
It's a giant black and purple rock.
I know what a stone is.
Well, there you go. That's what it looks like.
It's black and purple and it's big. Got it.
Yes. We'll need to be able to in order to fix the soul bridge, we need to reharness the power of death.
Okay.
And the only way to do that is to work with my power and with my brother's power to to harness the energy and to put it back into a container to make the bridge fixed and set the world right again.
Hey, I've got a question for you while you're here.
Yes.
What did actually happen? All we know is we made a wish and now things, something about a soul bridge breaking, but, what actually happened? Where's the old guy? What happened to him?
So your wish specifically was to take away the power of Abner Titanborn.
Right, which somehow ends up breaking his soul bridge. What happened?
Well, so long as even though Abner was an evil necromancer, he still, at one time, he was a responsible being, deity like the rest of us, where everything lived in harmony. Eventually, we had to banish him away, and his essence was trapped, but his power was still trapped to his essence, and so therefore, everything still stayed within balance and harmony because the power of death was not released upon the world. Then, when the creature Bait came in through the world, he was able to overwhelm Bait's mental defenses, and once again had a physical form to where he was able to once again build up an army to destroy the world. In your act of wishing away his powers, you stripped him of his powers and his abilities, so now he's just a husk of a person wandering around. While all of that power of death is no longer contained, is no longer in balance and harmony with the power of life and with the power of the after realm, the spiritual world. So because of this disconnection, the souls are not able to transition from the state of life into the afterlife in the spiritual realm. The power of death is what completed everything to be able to allow the spirits to to be able to move on. But since that is now uncontained and is no longer managed, the spirits no longer have the ability to move across the bridge and into their final resting place.
Okay, I have a follow-up question.
Yes.
How did all this work before Abner became the soul bridge?
I'm standing there with his hand raised too.
Abner, I mean, that goes back eons and eons. The three of us have been managing this for the last many millennia.
Sure, so how did it work before you guys did it?
A mere mortal can't understand this.
So this really
Try
is your
me.
fault.
I'm not a mere mortal. I'm a freaking robot.
Something to do with magic or something or other.
So you don't know. Got it.
Correct.
Jared waves his hand. Is like 3 hours later after explaining it.
Barta's head has exploded. Jade, you need to roll a new character.
That's
There you
two
go,
characters in one session. Oh,
So we're gonna go with that one actually. We're not going to. So we're gonna say that he does have an answer, and he makes a mental connection with you, Sparta.
Oh no.
And he tries to impress on the understanding of a deity on what happened before.
Does my head actually explode? Is Sparta
No.
dead and I need to make a new character?
No, you don't. Nothing actually happens to you, but you have a small glimpse into the deific personality as he shows you images that you're not able to comprehend.
Is he actually related to Durakel?
No.
Do I like a fifth cousin or something? If he's an actual deity.
He is, as far as you know, he is not related to
Okay.
Draco. You do not see that in
Nothing in that what I see.
Yes. So after that happens and he looks to you, Crumb, I'm gonna regret this, but what do you need, Crumb?
so I get all kind of bashful and be like, so you said the guy took over Bates' body. Is Bates still there? I miss my friend.
Bait is not has not left this realm. He is trapped in a soul stone in a secret place that I cannot reveal to you because I do not want to distract you from your current mission. But your friend
Still alive.
is still alive.
If
I knew it.
Sparta's very like brain dead at this point, but like just overwhelmed with information, but he's still gonna try and chime in. So if we fix the soul bridge, will you tell him where the bait stone is?
Yeah. Yeah, will you tell me? Then? Once my mission's done? Then I'm not distracted.
We shall see. You try your best, Crumb, to fulfill this mission, and I shall visit you again. You must first get the stone from my follower, Feral, and then you must find the followers of Silnor in order to complete the process, and we will once again send you instructions on how to complete the ritual.
Why can't you do it?
Why would I? This is all mortals, and I've got other things to do. I'm too busy.
So the death
just
bridge
stop it.
the death
You
bridge
think about
doesn't
it.
bother
Fifth.
you at all then.
Fifth, I can answer that based on the stuff you just showed me. It's because only one of them can hold the power of any single thing. He can't fix it because he's in charge of one of the other cycle powers. So he needs someone who can be a vessel for death again.
Correct.
Not it.
What power do you have?
I have the power of life. And yes, it clearly does affect me, and we are having our own problems, but as Sparta said, that is not something that I can do. One being, one entity cannot hold more than one power. Brandon Sanderson got it wrong. There's no such thing as harmony.
Who's Brandon Sanderson?
I thought he said Brandon's Anderson. Wait, you said you have the power of creation, so you of life. So you make life? That's what you have power over?
I am responsible for the life, yes.
So
All
Crumb
new
Crumb
growth.
gets this really like hard thinking thought expression on his face. Couldn't you just stop making life since no one can die and we just hang out?
That wouldn't fix the problem because the dead souls are still pissed off and starting to try and kill us.
Exactly.
But then we just wait. Yeah.
Shilrak,
We could with the no, we couldn't do that. What if we
are you expecting one of us to become the vessel?
I am not at this time. However, that is the unspoken thing that's I was not going to bring that up until later, but yes, we
Yes,
will
but
need a
you
vessel.
just showed me all this divinity crap.
That was not something you were supposed to pick out right away.
you weren't supposed
However,
to see that? Whoops.
with your understanding of your enlightenment, yes, that will be the end goal. We will need a vessel, the harness to hold and contain the energy, the power of death once again.
And I assume you don't want to give it back to Abner, or is that not possible?
It would be ideal to not go with Abner. He has been prone to go on psychotic genocides in the past. It's happened 3 times. So let's not choose him again.
What are
Wait,
the
we can't just-
qualifications?
You
to be a
let him do
vessel?
this 3 times?
So it really isn't our fault.
No. This hasn't. The death bridge hasn't been the soul bridge has not been broken 3 times.
Him going crazy has though. Why didn't you pick a new vessel before that?
It's only twice. It was only twice. It happened once, long time ago, and then we banished him. We thought he was banished, and then he came back and he figured out a way back. It's not my
I
fault.
don't know if I believe you.
What are the
Yeah.
qualifications to be a vessel?
That's a
Do you
good
have a heartbeat?
question, actually. No, I don't.
You do have to have a heartbeat? Or you
I don't have a heartbeat. Will that disqualify me?
We don't actually know if you have a soul, Sparta.
But
That's
it does
hurtful.
require a heartbeat.
Shilrak, that's really hurtful.
That was quite insensitive.
You should be more conscientious of your actions and the words you speak.
Yeah,
You
it's
should be ashamed of yourself.
it's like 1462 now or something. I don't know.
What?
So you have to have a heartbeat.
That is one of the requirements. Yes.
I turned
Heartbeat is
to
one of the requirements.
Navarre. Looks like Sir Lanford can't be the vessel. Unless, does Sir Lanford have a heartbeat?
I don't know. Does Sir Lanford have a
Does
heartbeat?
Lanford have a heartbeat? I've got gloves on. I can't really tell right now.
Or that lady plant, does she have a heartbeat? I look her down.
no,
Where's my bag?
Not her. Not her. Do you
Do you know where my
realize
bag
what,
is? I was
Do
gonna
you realize
check.
what the sacrifice was? That
No.
was about to happen.
I have no idea what they just did, so how about you fill me in?
All right. Well, they interrupted a bunch of cultists. They were about to sacrifice somebody, and your this nice lady they're talking about. She allowed them to sacrifice the people in her name, and using her power, she sucked up the souls, and that's what caused the barrier that kept her protected.
So what you're saying is that instead of fixing the soul bridge, we could just feed all the souls of the dead to this lady thing?
I mean,
That's a great idea. Let's do it.
you definitely could,
Take her out.
but it will not last. It is not a permanent solution.
But she could
That's
become the vessel then, right?
That's a pretty great temporary solution.
Yeah, that
have
seems
been
like a good
several-
band-aid for me until we get it fixed properly, at least.
That is a Actually, that is not a possibility because specifically when they go to kill the
Oh,
person,
it's part of the
only way
ritual.
that they can- that's the only way that she can suck the souls in is once the soul has been immediately released from the body.
Okay, Crumbs. Here's our new plan. We're gonna murder everybody that we come across and feed the soul to the lady.
Oh, I
don't
like
know
this
if
idea.
Durakel would like that.
Oh,
But it will fix the soul bridge, which is a direct thing from Durakel.
That's true. Durakel would like that. I don't know what to do.
You are
confused.
welcome to do what you will. Just know, if you murder everybody, there will be consequences.
Well,
I thought you
yeah.
didn't care about mortals and such. You had other things to worry about.
Well, clearly I do when it comes to a murder hobo that destroys the world. Why do you think we banished Abner in the first place?
Because he's
He was a
bringing them
murder
back.
hobo.
but he got to do it 3 times. This is only our first.
No,
Come
2 times.
on.
He already corrected himself.
Only
And
twice.
besides, he was murdering them with the intent to bind them back to the bodies against their will in a way that would allow him to take over the world. We're just doing this so that they have an afterlife. Sort of.
I think that we have the right here. I will ask Solan for later.
Well,
Okay,
yes,
Crumbs, that's murdering everyone is actually probably a bad idea. We really probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, have a weird feeling inside when I think about that. Probably not.
That I think that was my previous programming from when I they were trying to make me a thrall of Abner.
Oh. We should talk about this programming thing sometime. It seems interesting. Maybe I can.
No. just no, Crumbs. Just no.
What about with Sir Lanford, though? It could be good. You could be a, I don't know what a
Sure.
thrall is, but you could be a thrall of Sir Lanford.
No, I'm good. I enjoy my freedom. You can continue to be his thrall.
I don't know what a thrall is, but okay. That seems fine with me.
Barda, do you want to be my thrall?
Nope.
I'll
Chilrack, are you sure we're going to be able to accomplish this? Look at the group here that you're asking.
If I see him looking at me, I'm going to flex my bicep and wink at him.
Are you sure there's not any other group on this planet who is more competent or skilled than us who can accomplish this?
Can I get back to you on that one?
Yes. Yes, you can. The fact that you have to think about it scares me on the quality of people in this world, though.
Well, for now, that is your task.
Doesn't
Should it
explain why you're
change?
asking us, though.
I will let you know.
Oh, excellent.
And with that, then he claps his hands, and then you all return back to your bodies.
I reach into my bag and pull out the plastic girl plant, and I put her up to my ear and see if I can hear her heartbeat.
You cannot hear heartbeat.
Guys, I think she died.
Does Fifth hear any screaming in his head?
Yes.
Hey,
Well, not
hey,
really
put that back
screaming, but
Put that
she just
back.
says, "I'm back. I'm out. Don't let him put me back in. We have
Put that
much.
back.
We have much to speak about.
Put that back in, Crumb.
I know who you are."
After I'm like, oh, no heartbeat, I'm just kind of like start to tuck the plant slowly back into my bag.
Yes, just like that.
As she goes in, she calls out she looks through your mind, and she finds out anything that you're ashamed of, and she pushes that to the front of your mind, and she gets pushed back into the bag.
Is this where we're going to end it for the night?
Yeah, it's a pretty good spot to end it.
Yeah, it is.
We head back to the tavern.
Dude.
No, there's no tavern. There's a house.
To the artificer's place.
Yeah. We'll end it there. You head back to the artificer, and you're able to take a long rest. Then you're also able to see that Sparta is still disassembled. If you actually go and look in on him, then his appearance will be changed slightly, but
Get a good look, city boy.
I go up to Sparta and listen for a heartbeat.
Can I roll insight to figure out what he's trying to do?
yeah.
Do you think I figured it out with a 14?
Yeah, I mean, I would think that you're. Well, no, we'll say that your head's attached to your torso, and yeah, you'd be able to tell because he'd like start to come in, and you were part of that conversation just barely. You know what a heartbeat
Right.
is.
Yep.
It's a pretty fresh conversation.
Yep.
Yes.
I maneuver something inside of me to make a thump while he's listening.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Bit on the nose, don't you think, there, Fifth?
I mean, it could be you, or it could be the thing inside. The things inside the whole city. You have a whole city of heartbeats inside you.
How'd you know about that?
Overheard the conversation.
Oh, it's them big ears, isn't it?
Big ears.
All of a sudden, Crumb looks over. He does have big ears.
I must still be hallucinating, which I didn't think I could do. Crumbs just like popped out of a wall or something.
Oh, did I not come down? I thought I was following.
He didn't specifically say, so.
I followed everyone into the room. You
Cr-
just didn't notice
okay.
me because I'm so stealthy.
Oh, I see.
You're standing so incredibly still. I am blind.
Alright, well, everybody out. This is kind of embarrassing, so.
Oh, yeah. And then I start to put my armor back on.
I don't watch you guys when you're doing all your human bodily function stuff, so. Shoot.
Well, none of us are human, so.
Was Elaba part of the conversation?
I don't watch when all of you guys are relieving yourself because you have to eat and drink.
Well, she was there for the leprechaun thing, so we'll say that yes, she would be a part of it.
Or do any of your other unclothed things. So,
Like, take a bath.
exactly. Please. Privacy.
I know what you're talking about.
Right, now get out.
Clothes?
Oh,
Does
right.
Sparta wear clothes?
No, he's disassembled. All of his robotic parts are hanging out everywhere.
Yeah, but you don't wear clothes, Sparta.
Well, so?
His wires
Not
are
the-
showing.
Get out!
At that point,
Okay.
Garvin comes in. All right, everyone, get out.
What? Not gonna go there. All right, I'm leaving.
And I leave too.
All right, so you guys go back up to your. Well, oh, that's right. He'd actually be asleep. Sorry. So he didn't actually come out because it's like 6 in the morning.
Middle of the night.
So he didn't come out. But you guys go back to your beds and to your couch, Navarre. The bed couch. No use for a drunk tank. And you go to sleep. Another day fulfilled. And that's where we'll end it.
Hi, viewers.
Goodbye!
Bye.
See you next time.
Every time I have an out-of-body existential experience, it doesn't go the way I think it's going to go.